All right, here's the progress so far. I like this look. This is my daughter sent me a picture, and then I drew it up. But originally she wanted this piece in here, and as I was contemplating how I was going to attach this with dominoes, I put it in here, and I didn't care for it. So I sent her a picture last night, and she agreed. So we're not going to put this cross piece in the bottom here. This is going to be what we're going to do 3 more times to create the base. So I'll do that. Let me just show you here what I did. Dominoes for the rail, and then dominoes here for the brace, I guess I'll call it, the X. And these are all done at the 0 position, and these are all in the pieces are done at the 1 notch higher for a little bit loose fit, so I can get them right, in the exact position I want. And it does look really, really nice. Everything's nice and flush here, and it looks great. And this thing will be rock solid once it gets glued up with all 4 pieces. So let me do the other braces and the other rails. Put the square together, and then I'll show you what that looks like. As far as dry fits go, this one pretty easy. I'm gonna have to glue this up, and I'll do one side and another side. Let those cure, and then connect the 2 sides. But it's looking good so far. One other thing, I was shooting for 29 inches square outside dimensions on the legs. I ended up with 28 7/8 because of the adjustments I had to make to these cross braces. So I'm happy with that. It's not going to be any big deal. The table will just overhang a 1/16 more on all 4 sides. Not a big deal at all, but lesson learned when it comes to doing this side table first or next. I'll make those X's and make them a bit long. Okay, got my side table glued up, or not glued up, dry fitted, and it went together just beautifully. That one gets a top and a shelf, and then the one behind me that you won't see, the coffee table, gets just the top. So that's what I'm in the process of doing here, is gluing up that top. And I just want to show you my method, I guess, for doing this thing. Since I acquired the domino, this is what I do when I'm going to glue up wide panels like this. So obviously you strike your lines where you want to put your dominoes. Then what I did first of all was joint one edge, rip it, and then joint the opposite edge. And the glue lines they're beautiful. But the thing that I do is I mark an X on the board that goes against the jointer fence. So I had X, 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 and X on the outside there. Ripped them, and then put the opposite face against the jointer fence and put an X on that side. So let me see if I can pull this one apart. So this one's got an X on this side. So I know that when I line up my boards to get the best look, I want an X on top and an X on the bottom, and any error that's in my jointer fence, if it's just a half a degree off a 90 or whatever, it's going to get canceled out when I pull these boards together with the glue joint. So, or with the clamps, I should say. So, the other thing I wanted to tell you was that what I do next is on the X sides, I did all tight-fitting dominoes. On the other side, I put an L, which meant a loose fit. So tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose. And that's going to give me a nice tight fitting flat panel. So I'm in the process of getting ready to glue this thing up, and I'm not going to show you the glue up, but that's my method for creating a panel like this. And these joints are just, I'm very pleased with the way they turned out. So I've got, you know, the boards are not perfect. It got a little high spot here and there, but I'm going to use the dominoes hopefully to pull that together. Oh, the other thing is the way the grain runs, it's arced this way, this way, that way. And that I got real lucky with too when I put this thing together. Just notice a spot here. I might have to change that or deal with that too. Anyway, I'm going to glue it up and we'll come back when I'm all set.